In this video, we're going to take a look at how you can build and monitor effective mobile SLOs using Embrace and Grafana. So first of all, the Embrace dashboard lets you look at key user flows within our user timeline, which is essentially a trail of all the technical and behavioral events that happen in a session. So let's take a look at one specific user flow that we're interested in for our app, which is the attempted login flow. So we capture and track user flows as traces, which are made up of many connected spans representing smaller units of work within a bigger activity. Here you can see all the spans that make up our attempted login user flow within this trace instance view. Now, with Embrace, you can also create custom metrics based on your trace data. This lets you see how well your user flows are performing in aggregate so you can spot patterns and anomalies. In this case, we want to understand at an aggregate level how long it's taking our users to go through this attempted login flow. So we've created a custom metric around the latency of the attempted login trace called login trace latency over time. Now that we have a latency metric around this user flow, it's time to actually build an SLO for it. And we're going to do that using our Grafana integration. And we'll be setting up automated metrics forwarding from Embrace directly to Grafana Cloud. So we've already gone ahead and hooked up Embrace to Grafana using our API tokens, but here we're just going to validate that the data is coming through. So within the Embrace settings page, we're just going to click into this custom metric and see that Grafana is one of the data destinations that's checked off, meaning that the data powering this latency login metric should automatically be flowing into Grafana right now. So we check our Grafana instance, you can see that hourly latency login as a custom metric that we've created based off the trace is there. You can see a graph of the latency metric over time. So the data is coming through. It's visualized very nicely within Grafana, so we should be good to go. But just seeing this metric is not going to be enough. Our last step is actually to use Grafana's SLO dashboard product to build a proper SLO around this mobile metric. So we have gone ahead and used Grafana's SLO dashboards product. We've written a query to define what exactly our SLO threshold is using this metric that we're powering. And when is Grafana going to be showing us either a red or green line to be telling us we are in a zone where the latency threshold is no longer acceptable for our users. So we've used PromQL, we've put in all the necessary parameters, and this is what it looks like when we go into the actual dashboard view. So we have a whole nice SLO dashboard for our login latency metric. We can adjust the time frame to make it easier to read, and this gives us a very clear view of when this flow of a user attempting login is just taking too long to be acceptable to our users, and it may be creating a frustrating experience for them. So there you have it. That is how you can go from the very micro analysis level of Embrace's session timeline to the full SLO view in Grafana.